Greetings everyone, welcome to Token Nuggets. In this session, we meet Robert and Jose, the duo of RoJo Validator. Patrick from Slugom Crypto also joins the session. We discuss most things Harmony project related, recent partnerships, and much more. As always, thank you for your time, and do please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast session with Token Nuggets, the usual suspects in the building again, and today we have a special guest, or two special guests in the building. Matter of fact, a team called Dreamers and the Genius. But before we get to them, we'll do a quick fire round and meet the guests. First of all, we'll play home. So we go around and introduce who we have. So we'll start from Latvia. Jedi K, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is Jedi K, also known as the Dots Connector. By day, I'm an infrastructure program manager doing optimization in the logistics sector. Yeah, I'm fascinated by crypto and the whole network. And yeah, I just connect dots and try to predict what's going on.
Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, so we'll swing over to London. Chibueze, introduce yourself, please.
Right. Thanks, everyone. Good to be here again. Chibueze, a cybersecurity analyst, a blockchain enthusiast. I like to watch coins.
Hence the name Coin Watcher. And of course, we'll swing over to another part of outside of London, Greater London to be precise, Essex. Soul, introduce yourself, please.
Hey, hi. And again, I just she was there talking nuggets. It's Saul, your guy here. Nice to meet everyone. Currently a validator with Talking Nuggets, and on a day-to-day, I do most computing stuff, and I just enjoy the likes of trying to learn every time within the blockchain ecosystem. Nice to meet everyone.
Excellent. Okay, so that's the home team. We're missing a few people, but hey, that's the immediate home team. So we'll swing over to across the pond, as they say, the United States, and we meet the guys, the duo of Dreamers and the Genius, the RoJo Validators. We'll start with Rob. Rob, please introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Rob Cook. I do construction. We build commercial buildings, and we play a lot of football. We got kids who are trying to put in college and have a lot of fun with them and trying to bring up the next generation. As far as computers go, I don't have much computer experience, but I'm figuring it out as we go. But I do love the whole idea behind decentralized finance and giving the power back to the people. I'm big on that, and that's what really drew me in.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Rob.
Nice.
Nice one. We'll swing over to Jose. Please introduce yourself, please.
All right, so my name's Jose from RoJo Validators. Pretty new to cryptocurrency. Been doing it since, I've been watching an eye out on it for years, but just really started to dive into it. The last end of 2020, met up with Rob and we just sort of formed this idea and started running with it. I'm a, photographer and I guess like an enthusiast of nature and just an entrepreneur in which way possible. I'm a family man and
nice.
And yeah, I'm for RoJo, I'm like the tech guy, the guy behind the computer. So I'm more, the techie.
Nice. That's you. So, like, I can see you already. Thanks for that, by the way. I can see that a few of the guys already have stuff in common with you. I can tell you now that Jedi K is a keen photographer, and so is the coin watcher Chibueze. He's a keen photographer as well. So I think, and Soul as well. Soul also does aerial photography because he's a drone pilot. So there's stuff already off the bat. We know stuff that you can get on with having common with folks here. Okay, well, I think we just called this session because we thought we learn here. We're keen to learn, and we're keen to sort of share the knowledge or nuggets of information and learning that we get. We're keen to share that with others as well. So hence why I thought, let's get people on board, people who have similar interests, people who share the same sort of enthusiasm for tech, for blockchain, etc. And by the way, it so happens that you guys are validators, and I think the Harmony family is like one big family, and I like that. I like that. So can I just throw that question back to Jose and Robert? What do you guys think? I mean, what got you into Harmony in the first instance?
I first saw Harmony when it was still in testnet, and I was mining Ethereum, and everything that I envisioned, like what cryptocurrency is all about, came out of like everything that I spew to Jose and everybody that I meet. It came out of Steven's mouth, and he was like, did he just say exactly what was inside my brain? And wow. I literally at that moment began figuring out how I was going to start selling mining equipment and becoming part of the Harmony community. It was an instant thing, because once I experienced the testnet, the technology part behind it, I was like, and I understood how compatible with Ethereum it was. I was like, this is going to go somewhere. This is going to be important. And so everything that I mined Ethereum, I was transferring over as fast as I could and selling equipment as fast as I could. And that's why I was just reading something about ETH Denver.
Wow.
And ETH Denver was like the game changer. You know, everybody thought like, hey, we finally got recognized by ETH. And then Steven went up and did his speech and everything, and he knocked it out of the park. He killed it. And Harmony just exploded after that. It was like all year. You know that scene that scene from Austin Powers where you're going back and forth? That's what all year felt like last year. Last year, you were like, oh my God, did I make the right decision? Especially when a bunch of Ethereum go from like 400 to 1600. I was like, oh my God. We were at half a penny for, it was crazy. I was second guessing myself hard at the end of last year.
Wow, that's really cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Jose? How did you get in?
Oh, it was you could hear the passion in Rob's voice.
Oh yeah.
I could hear that.
Right, just a little bit. So we live very close to each other. I mean, he's pretty much my next door neighbor. We're, so.
Oh, what state are you guys in, by the way? Sorry.
Florida, Sunshine
Florida.
State.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yep. So we're one day they're over at the house, and we're just kind of talking, and I'm listening to him speak, and it's actually making sense. And so the questions that I had, I've always had all these, crypto questions, the little noob questions. So I'm like asking him, and he's answering them, and he's talking about Harmony, and I was like, dude, this Harmony sounds like it's a real deal. This thing sounds like it's a real game changer. This is what we need. This is what the world needs, is really, to kind of shake things up. And wow. And so then I just I was hooked. I mean, it was like hook, line, and sinker. And then I saw the community, and I was like, oh, forget about it. I'm all in.
So talk about early adopters, really. So you guys were right off the bat. Well, cool one. One thing that's no question, no debate is Robert's passion, and to sort of further buttress that, I want to play this for the guys.
Hey y'all, why in 2021 is anyone still paying transaction fees to the banks? The new economy is being built right now, where you get to be the bank and collect the transaction fees. It's universal basic income through the free market. Capitalism with a soul. Blockchain technology is snatching the monocle right out of the monopoly man's eye. And the leader in blockchain technology is HarmonyOne, with rockstar leadership creating the most innovative solution to tomorrow's problems, and a community that genuinely cares about one another. Click the link below to check out Dreamers and the Genius podcast to see how you can get started. We'll never ask you for any money, because in the new economy, the more you participate, the more I make money. The more I participate, the more you make money. A system that truly is built by the people, for the people.
So kudos to you on that one, Robert. Was that just a random one? How did you end up doing that? Was it just random?
I was right in my driveway, sitting at the house, and I was like, dude, because at the time, nobody was doing podcasts, nobody was doing anything. I was like, we gotta put this thing out there. It's on our shoulders. We gotta do it. Wow. And so I was just like, and then Jose, he's we sit there on the front porch and we'll BS, for hours, So I was like, he's the perfect person to do a podcast with because we could just talk. And it was just random that we met Patrick. It was like circumstance. Wow, and really? All of a sudden it was like a magnet. And like we were talking about on one of our podcasts, Jose was like, dude, if we could ever get that first phone call, because we were cutting it up, we were laughing, we were having such a great time, and we were like, damn, I wish we would have recorded that, but we let that one slip through the cracks. It was a lot of fun. That
was cool. That was really cool. I'm not sure the guys have heard that one, but dude, I've heard that a few times. I must be responsible for quite a number of plays on that one. I'll let the Token Nuggets crew guys, shoot your questions across to Jose and Robert, please.
Apart from the passion, what I've also experienced, from the few interactions with people in this community is they do care about each other. I'll say it's not a single race. It's more like the team as one, going up together. And, people are in there, you have validators pulling up other smaller validators, shilling them on their channel saying, yeah, please stick with this fellow. He's good, so that's something I haven't seen anywhere. I'm in a lot of groups on Telegram. So this is really a great one. Now, back to what I saw recently, with the NFTs and with Quidd, coming out recently this past couple of days. What do you guys think? Because I first thought they were gonna do something like, minting NFTs, but I'm not also sure if they are putting real world assets up as well, to be sold or to be bought using HarmonyOne. Is it really clear now how this partnership will move ahead?
Yeah, do you guys know Jose and Robert? Are you aware of the Quidd, the whole Quidd thing online? Thoughts on that, please, guys?
Yeah, that was pretty amazing feat by, I know I was quote tweeting that with every single person I could fill on the roster. I started at A in the morning and ended at Z in the afternoon, in the evening when we were finally put it to bed. I think that was the epitome of what Harmony was really all about, the rally call. Absolutely. Somebody blew the horn. Woo! And everybody went, it was time to go. And that was a great way, and we needed that as a community after what we just experienced fighting through all the nonsense and everything. And I think it's going to be good eventually because it's going to make everybody figure out what we need to do. But we needed that win for Quidd, and I think it's going to be one more thing to throw on the chain. As far as the actual functionality of it, I've never really, used it too much at all. But what you guys were talking about just a minute ago was Monopoly, bringing harmony to real world things. I really like that one coming up. It's not the Monopoly with the property. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that with the property. Yeah,
I'm going to be a buyer on that just to see what it's all about. Because when you buy a little bit, you just like all of a sudden you got to pay attention to it all the time now.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You're right on that one, Robert. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Piggybacking what Rob was saying about the, just having this on the Harmony, the partnership. It's expanding the Harmony network, which is phenomenal. It's strengthening the ecosystem that we have, and we definitely needed it after everything that we just went through. And that was my biggest thing that I was, that Rob, was kind of chiming on was, we had a little bit of a hiccup. So for us was like that little win to kind of continue pushing in the right direction. So
absolutely. May I take this moment to announce the presence of Patrick of Slugom Crypto.
I made it. How's everyone?
Yeah, we were just talking about, Jose was just rounding off on this whole Quidd, Harmony, the whole battle and getting elected, how good it is for the community and all of that. Do you want to chime in on this one, Patrick? From a technical standpoint, I think Jedi K was alluding to the fact that would real life assets be Jedi K, what did you ask actually?
Yeah, so if we're also looking at real world assets being, bought on this platform, so not just only the NFT. Digital assets here.
Sure, is that over on the Quidd platform too, or just NFTs in general? Sure,
on the Quidd platform.
On the Quidd platform, I mean, like using HarmonyOne for this because it gives more exposure to other people. There are some people who say, if I want to invest, I want to invest in something I can go touch and feel, you know. But if they see HarmonyOne as the, I'll say, engine, so to say, to acquire this, they will invest in a HarmonyOne to get, you know, the real world assets, to call it like physical asset. And I was asking if this has been considered and if this is also an option being looked at with this partnership.
I'm not sure about specifically with Quidd, although I do know there are a lot of projects going on to do physical ownership of items via NFTs. So it's definitely something that's happening. Quidd itself, they do have their own artist page on DaVinci already and have minted some stuff there. So they are making their stuff on the Harmony chain, and I think they're going to make it compatible with their application to be able to cross-chain right inside of the Quidd app.
Interesting. I think it's just exciting. It's great to see. And so your last 3 tweets, we're going to talk about them. Is that fair? Let's go. So your last 3 tweets. So I'm gonna choose anyone random. So let's just do this. Okay, we'll go with the pin tweet. Pin tweet is always a good plug. So want to talk about this?
Yeah, we got the NFTs going off. Anybody who delegates, just give us your OX number from MetaMask. Fantastic. And you're going to get 10,000 coins, but you only got till Sunday, so you got to hurry up and come get it.
There you go.
That NFT.
You heard it? Fantastic plug right there. Straight off the bat. You go, Robert.
Yeah.
All right, cool. The next tweet.
Oh, that's funny. We were just talking about that. That's what made me think about it.
Fantastic. So this is just ties into what we're talking about, NFTs and all that. What's going on with this?
This was about ETH Denver, though, what we were just talking about, how it was changing because they're making NFTs to commemorate ETH Denver. And I was like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's what I was just thinking about.
Nice. Very right. That's one to look at. That's one to look at. So nice one. And of course, your last tweet is one of your videos on how to set up a MetaMask wallet. We have one of these as well, but this is fantastic. I think, and I think this is really important. You know, teaching people how to do stuff like this. You know, reaching and making the process very easy for them. That got a like from us as well. So thank you, by the way.
Awesome.
Thank you for that.
Hey,
excellent. Cool stuff. Who do we go next? We go to the Sensei, of course. Yes, let's go to the Sensei. Let's see what the Sensei has got on. Patrick, you're in the hot seat. Last 3 tweets. So, of course, the pin tweet is always a good plug. So, you want to talk about that one?
Great one, yeah, because it's talking about changing the language of how people view the dashboard, which is very important because currently there's a negative perception when you see, well, this guy's fee is a lot higher than this validator's fee, so why would I go with the higher fee? Well, you know, it's kind of like we're more like bounty hunters where we get commissions for getting you rewards, so it's going to be a lot better to think of it that way.
Absolutely. Excellent. Good stuff. Nice one there. Okay, good plug there. Bravo. Second tweet. Yeah, how many want punks giveaway? You want to talk about this one?
Sure. This is the one of the newer NFT platforms for Harmony. Somebody made a kind of a tribute to the crypto punks on Ethereum.
Nice.
So the HarmonyOne punks have been started to get minted. There are 10,000 unique ones available. I think they've made about 60 or maybe 1,500 so far, just short of that. So yeah, they're on the way, and they should be on DaVinci soon to resell and trade there as well. But I think they're going to end up doing kind of what the crypto punks did, where you should be able to go to anybody's and then bid on it if you're interested in it. If they ever come and look, they can see, hey, there's a pending bid on one that I have. Somebody's interested. Maybe I should consider trading that one. A little different than your old market where, hey, I put it up for trade because it's what I have. It's kind of like you can hunt through the ones you like, and then people can give you value to tell you what it should go for if you ever wanted to trade it.
Cool. So they're saying to participate, comment 2 friends below, retweet this post and follow us. So, well, we have done that. So we're in the running. So if anyone's up for that, have a look at that. And of course, third tweet, NFT peak of the day and DaVinci Gallery. Yeah, I want to talk about this, Patrick.
Sure. That one, just been perusing the new stuff that comes along the gallery, and I found a guy who does some video game pixel type art. So if you click on the photo, it's just a tidal wave going over like a boat, kind of like the Titanic. There is this one in art.
Cool.
One from the DaVinci Gallery as well, featuring an artist from Brazil on this one. So,
all right.
And I think his name is in that tweet, Felipe Busco 88 there.
All right. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Who's up for this again? Okay, so pin tweet, of course.
Of course, it's the same Crypto Bunny NFT giveaway. You know, that Rob had tweeted over there. It's
cool.
Yep.
Get a like. Nice one.
On that, we appreciate that.
Nice one. Cool stuff. Nice. Second one is updates. Yep.
There's, people are. We're not getting as much engagement, and I think that's what we need. We need people to spread the word and want to have these dollar sign NFTs, and I think that's sort of the angle there is like, hey, we're giving it away. We had to implement the 5% fee, but we're giving it back, it's sort of like, gotta follow the little steps.
Interesting. Nice one. Okay. And of course, this last one, chain validator reliability report. That's cool. Giving updates on your validator thus far and all of that. And of course, the NFT giveaway as well. Nice one, guys. Nice one, guys. We need to come up with a good giveaway strategy, guys. Token nuggets, guys. We need to come up with something.
I know.
Just to give back and all of that. Nice one, guys. So I thought to do that. Anyone up for this challenge? I think it's a good way of just plugging and creating content with what we got. Okay, I don't want to embarrass anyone here, just in case you've been looking at the wrong things and liking the wrong things. Huh?
No.
All right.
Clean it up fast.
All right. So actually, Soul, you're always quiet. Actually, I should let people know that you're Soul is always quiet in the background. This is him. This is Soul. Drone Pilot, Soccer Dad, Solutions Architect. That's it's hardly on Twitter, but when it comes to the retweets and all that. So yeah,
I think it's not to get me on these things and start liking. Talking Nugget sort of gives me the flogging all the time, saying, "Hey man, go on there and just make yourself available." I'm thinking, no.
I know. Twitter can be a mind bug sometimes. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I find a crypto Twitter a lot more saner than regular Twitter. Well, I don't know about you guys. Did you say, Robert? What do you guys think? What do you guys?
For sure. Oh, for sure. I don't even involve myself in the. If I'm not coming here to interact with Harmony, like for Twitter, that's what I use it for. Facebook is for like my friends and family. Finding out who won the latest baseball game locally here, who won the latest football game. That's what Facebook is for. Twitter is more like, hey, how can we change the world? Change the money, change the world.
Absolutely. I find that too. How about you, Jose? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Twitter is the only one that I know that you can stay up to date. I mean, within seconds, and it's you can reach out to so many people. So it's like you blink. I mean, it's like our little safe haven, but we blink, and it's like you miss so much news.
So
and
much,
you're like,
exactly. And it can be hard to filter the news as well, because there's so much going on out there. There's
a lot. It can be a little overwhelming with how much there's going on. But yeah, definitely, I agree. It's two different worlds. I like to be a part of that world. I tell you though.
Absolutely, nice one. Well, I'll throw it over to the guys, Token Nuggets guys. You want to ask questions? You want to interact with our friends across the pond? Because I think we'll be traveling over there soon with Travala now with Harmony. We should have a meetup somewhere in the States, I think.
Hawaii. We've been talking about it forever.
It's like across the pond, over a little patch of grass, and then another pond, but you're there.
Just around the corner. Just around the corner. Yeah, but really though, what do you guys think of this whole Travala linking up with Harmony for this travel packages and all of that? What are your thoughts? Have you had a look at that? We should talk about that actually. Travala, I think it was Slugom Crypto. Patrick had a chat with us. Patrick, you want to talk about this?
Right. I mean, I love the idea that the only big problem with it in America is when you actually use it to buy it and you have to pay gains tax on it here. But in a country that maybe has better crypto laws that are more favorable, this might be a real nice option, because I actually quite enjoyed some of the prices I saw for plane tickets with the Harmony have, and I went, only for me it was about 3,500 won to fly to Las Vegas round trip. I'm like, wow, not too bad,
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. He'll be one to explore, really. And I think he'll be one to actually document or blog or podcast or something, from purchasing the tickets right to boarding the plane, right to, returning to your destination, sort of, just let people see that it'll work if it does.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you get the hotel and everything and do your whole, rental car and all that through them. So you could do the whole trip on one and document it that way. And yeah.
That'll be great.
So is this like a booking.com thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Similar.
Yeah, for sure.
Similar. Yeah, similar. So yeah, thoughts on this, Jose and Robert?
When we do it, we're gonna have to go to Hawaii, and everybody's gonna have to document how we all flew to Hawaii on our one. That's it. We're gonna be hanging out on the beach and catching blue marlin on the boat, and it's all gonna be on one.
For real.
And we're gonna have to record the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying.
We did this on one.
It'll be one to actually document.
We'll call it the one trip to start them all.
Yep.
Every year.
Right on. This is interesting for me. I think it's one to look out for, because I know Travala have partnered with a few other cryptocurrencies as well. So it'll be one to see how this partnership goes. I hope it keeps blossoming and keeps working. It's fantastic to see. For this part, I thought, again, this is one random one I thought I'd just ask now, and we'll just do a quick fire round and ask, if you had a magic wand, if you could just make something happen, what would you make happen to Harmony? 2 things you would make happen to Harmony. I'm going to repeat that again so I can allow you to collect your thoughts. So 2 things, if you had a magic wand, 2 things you would actually say, you know what? Could be technical, could be whatever it is. 2 things you could, snap your finger, make something happen, and it will happen to Harmony. What are those 2 things? So it's a quick fire round, whoever. Take your time. I'm talking now and deliberately slowing down so you can collect your thoughts.
I got you. I got my 2 if you want them.
So I'm going to shoot to Robert. Thank you, Robert.
I got you. The 2 things, I already know they're going to fix the endpoints because they're geniuses. So I'm not worried about that part. I'm going to just let that one just do what it's going to do.
Let it
I know
slide.
they're going to fix that.
Okay.
So yeah. So I'm going to go more like visionary, like what I want to see. Besides things just, function 2 seconds perfect again. All right.
Fantastic.
So my first one would be, I would love to get rid of the 7 epochs and just be liquid straight away. I take my money out of the staking platform and it's instantly available for me.
Okay.
I think we're too far past in technology, and Patrick and I had a conversation about this, and Jose on one of the podcasts, and we said, what happened with Loot when it came out and it had these masses, would all the money come out of the staking platform? And so Jose and I were sitting on the porch the other day, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take that back. I don't believe it, because you have this highly risky thing that with these highly crazy rewards in the beginning, and then you have this thing that's been super stable. So when the money comes out of the thing that's super stable, we see what's going to go up. The rewards are going to go 15, 20, 25%, as people move to something more risky. And then all of a sudden you're like, should I really be in this risky thing when this thing over here is giving me 15, 20%, and I know it's going to be there for me tomorrow? I'm going to come back to it. So it's going to balance itself out. And so when I thought about it like that, I was like, man, I definitely want to eliminate the 7 epochs. I think that's going to be
okay. So that's a fair point. So that's one. Okay. Second thing.
The second thing is, I would love to see a real exchange, like an order book with options,
like an
futures.
AMM. Okay.
No, I don't. I want to get away from the AMM because everybody has an AMM. I want an order book. I want a bid and an ask, and I want tight markets, and I want Harmonauts to be able to create the tight markets by building bots, because if you use like a KuCoin where you could just put your bot on there and it's in DeFi, and I'm providing the liquidity and I'm running the bot to move the price back and forth to provide the liquidity or create the liquidity on the exchange. So I'm providing it and creating it. That would be amazing. Then if we had a way we could buy and sell futures, so we could create pairs, Bitcoin against Ethereum, pairs. I don't like 100x by itself, but pairs against each other are so much fun, and it's a great way to make money.
Nice.
And then if we could incorporate options, would be the most amazing thing, because then we could, create insurance for ourselves. We could protect against some of the downside risk also. And we really need to see that. What people don't realize is when we buy Harmony, it's a 50-50 product. We need a strategic product to protect our downside. We need to learn how to sell insurance. And when we can culminate the liquidity of the staking pool, and that kind of becomes like the money and the bonds. They become essentially like the bonds and the money. Then we have And so then we have all the trading vehicles that we can have a strategic, way we can navigate things, so we don't worry so much when our Harmony that we bought today is worth $1 and tomorrow it's worth 75 cents. That becomes less of a
worry to us. Yeah.
Exactly.
Excellent. Wow, those are fantastic points. I'm sure the Harmony guys will listen to this probably and take some points away. Good points. Nice.
From your mouth to God's ears.
You just never know. Excellent. Nice one. Okay, so let's go to Europe. Jedi K, 2 things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first for me, I always try to look at end use case and making sure it's available to more people. So one thing I'll also like to see are the ways in which, better ways and more channels of how HarmonyOne is available to everyone on the street, not just for staking, but also for getting services, But it's something you shouldn't think about. Like someone says, I want to do this. Oh, I end my stake, I buy with Harmony, I receive payments on HarmonyOne, or like we saw with the Travala thing, I want to go on a trip on one. So I'd like to see more of that. Okay. That's one thing. I think that's, for me, covers it, to be honest. That's the main thing, because when it becomes, it's like food and shelter. So once you have those, or you're providing that kind of service, everyone needs it, basically. It's part of the basic needs. I want to see HarmonyOne as part of the basic needs of everyone.
Excellent. Fantastic. Wow. Okay. Well, I think that's you sound like you're just giving a pitch to join the DAO, the community DAO.
I see what you're doing, Jedi.
I see what you're doing. You should consider that, actually. Okay, let's keep on. Let's go with the flow. Okay, so let's swing over back to Coin Watcher. Chibueze, what are your top 2 things you'd wish for Harmony, or you'd want to happen in Harmony?
2 things I would like to see: more partnerships, which is not too different from what the Jedi K just said. I think I want more partnerships in terms of those who can collaborate, whether they are technical people or, we've seen the partnership with Travala, which is awesome. And of course, I'll be looking forward to making one trip, but I want to see more partnership that would also drive
adoption,
publicity, and then people keying into it. The other thing I would like to see is more exchanges jumping on it, really, because
case in point, Coinbase. Sorry to chime in. Case in point, Coinbase.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely, because I know I've seen people on Twitter complaining about why Coinbase listed that and not that. I don't want to go into that. But we know HarmonyOne, is a solid science, is a solid tech, that should be out there.
Yep. Excellent. Yeah, just as a segue into this before we carry on again, a shout out to Mike One Validator Mars Initiative. There's a tweet you sent out today alluding to that. So I'm just trying to tie this up to CoinWatcher's point there. So he's saying Coinbase adding SHIB does not add legitimacy to the project. It goes to show that Coinbase, all of that. So interesting tweets there again. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Coinbase. Coinbase, come on, give Harmony a push. Come on, man. At least Harmony. Okay, cool. All right, we carry on with the flow. We'll swing over back to Soul. two things from you, please. Two things you'd wish for Harmony.
I think I'm probably gonna lean towards what most of these guys, you guys have mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, I'm still new and I'm trying to sort of put my hairs down, just to learn more and, see how this ecosystem works. But I must have made a point, I think a few weeks back when I said, I went to London and I wanted to try and get a watch. And I must have gone into this shop. Unfortunately, no money on my card, but I knew, blimey, I had some money in crypto from only if they could accept it, So it's just like what Jedi K mentioned. I would like to see more of this mainstream. I'm not sure how far away we are, whether or not it's close or still far away, but make it more mainstream, accessibility to an ordinary guy, even if it's just 100 quid or whatever the X amount is, just being able to,
So for daily transactions, etc. That's what you meant, yeah.
Even just getting on the bus, just ordinary person, you want to jump in the bus on the train, you've got a way of just swiping across and it's there to use, just like what you guys presented now on this Travala, that's a good one. I never knew that existed, there you go. That's a quick win.
Second thing?
The second thing is, I think the likes of Patrick and the rest of you guys are quite nerdy, so you've probably covered most of it. I would like to see more automation in security patching. Maybe I'm being lazy in terms of trying to type and memorize all these codes. They're quite scary, Patrick. But maybe more automation, going forward. I don't know how that would work, but that would be a fantastic thing to see going forward.
Excellent. Thanks for that. Okay, we'll swing over to Florida. Jose, what are your top two things?
It's going to be real world use. I think that's sort of what everybody else is echoing, is just being able to run a transaction with your debit card and say, hey, I want to buy a watch and I don't have anything in my pocket, but I do have, I can pull from this. And I'm sure Harmony is building to it. I would say that would probably be number two. Number one, I just wish Harmony all the success in the world. Nice. That's what I do. Just like, continue doing what you're doing, continue making the network stronger, continue, maybe have a little more forward thinking, to kind of potentially see snags in the way, in the road, and then be able to figure out how you're going to be able to go around them, sort of like how we had and how everybody was kind of panicking a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, I would definitely say, real world use and really just continue expanding the network.
Nice one. That's a very good one. And of course, we go to the send side. Patrick, top two things. And this got to be technical, Patrick. Talk to somebody out there.
That can be technical. All right.
No pressure.
Yeah. The first one is whether it's on the staking dashboard itself or on the swap sites, liquidity pools, whatever. We need to, even if say a third-party site that comes along and has its own coin, to do compounding interest of whatever you have pooled when you get rewards, either instantly or maybe a couple times a day, every hour would be it. It'll compound your interest and add it to your stack, so the next time you get a payout, you're getting a higher payout because you have more coins, right?
Right. Okay.
So it'd be great for the staking dashboard to do that, but them going to 100 will help, but something like that auto compounding would be just amazing for your percentage, because it just boosts it kind of artificially, but it's not artificial because it's actually boosted because you have more coins. So.
Okay, interesting. Second thing?
Second thing would be a third-party site, like a yield optimizer for Harmony, where you could put your coins and then they would take the group coins together and get people the best rates on stuff, so you don't actually have to jump between all these new swap sites that pop up. Right. They would just kind of do that on their own with their whatever you're pooling with their site coin, basically.
Is that sort of an aggregator of some sort?
No, they're more just kind of like a fund of different crypto that exists on a blockchain that they move around from site to site to get the best rates. Right. And then other sites will incentivize use our coin and the third-party site coin, and we'll give you a higher rate for 4 weeks or whatever, certain period of time. Okay. So stuff like that just gets the transactions up and gives everybody with the market makers and those bots something to trade over and fight about, while other people watch and wait for it to go up and try the old-fashioned way of doing it. But an order book would be great as well. That's just the other thing. So you could say, I have my one, I want to sell it at 30 cents if it gets there at some point. It just can wait. And if it spikes up, that happens. So excellent.
Nice one. I think all around everyone wishing Harmony all the best, really. I think we'll just go over to we're all validators, really. So this is our current standing. We're all elected. Well done, guys. This is where we're at. By the way, Patrick, our current ERI is looking a little unhealthy. Any tips for us there, or for other validators watching?
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a little bit more coin so you can split to a second slot. The other option,
token nuggets.
Right. The other option is really bad, and we don't want to advertise that one, and that would be to drop down to about 4.7 million, and you don't want to go that route. So
fair enough.
The best option is to probably get about 1.5 million more right now is I think is what you need to split safely.
And generally, it has been an interesting one for us. I don't know how you guys have found the for the RoJo guys. I think you guys have been around for a while. So what has your experience been? What has your experience been around being validators? What do you want to share with us, just so we get some learning from you as well?
Just for the RoJo validator, a huge learning curve. I mean, it's just like, to me, it's more about just learning how the network was working and building it and building the node. And you get stuck somewhere, and then you have, Lord and Savior Patrick over there that has been very gracious with the work that he's put in on his website and building those, building the guides and stuff like that to help us out. So I think it complements that very well. And when you're talking about, like, in the very beginning, I remember just staying up, trying to figure this out. I mean, Robin and I were like two monkeys, like just trying to figure this out. We're like, we're getting stuck, we can't figure it out. And it, like, every time there was a roadblock, we got past it, and another roadblock, and we got past it, and we got past it, and we got past it. And now, I know personally, I feel very confident in it. I know Rob feels pretty confident in it as well. Or at least I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, I could tell you, like, learned a lot, and the way that it's continuing to build is awesome.
Excellent. So in need for the long term, huh?
And for the long term, yeah. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. So we had that one little hiccup, and this was, a month ago, but I use that as the standard. That's just sort of like things that we won't do and things that we want to accomplish, and we're always looking out for our delegators. That's why we do the giveaways, and that's why we manage the keys, and that's why we're looking at the stake and blah blah blah. Like, we're being proactive instead of reactive, and a lot of that has to do with Rob. He is like on it, man. He's definitely like, we lucked out when we met, and I think everybody can kind of give a little thanks to his mindset, because the guy definitely had the vision. It's really cool to see it fruition.
Excellent. Again, I'm just going to say, Rob's passion comes across. Rob, thanks for honoring this, and thanks for, joining us on this rant. Go on, Robert, please. You want to say something to us validators? Keep us.
I'll say for our personal journey, if it wasn't for Patrick, we would not be where we are. So he deserves all the credit, and Jose and I are always amazed at what he can pull off in a tight spot. He's incredibly intelligent.
Absolutely. Thank you, Patrick.
Absolutely.
As far as like delegators or validators in general over time.
Yep.
I remember, like, when it was like 9 million for one key. And I was like, man, I'll never be able to be a validator. It's just not in my cards. I'm trying to save, buy as much HarmonyOne as I could. And I was, we talked about the movie where he's going back and forth in the golf cart. Austin Powers. I'm so lucky. In retrospect, I'm so lucky that happened, because it just gave me so much time. So I was like, I'll never be able to be a validator because I don't have that much. But I was really lucky in accruing a little bit while I had the chance. So my goal was always like, who's the next one on the bottom of the page? Let's delegate to him. And so, like, when I open up the Blitz app and I see like 35, validators, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him when he got elected. I remember him,
Oh, wow.
So it was I always loved to look at that part in Blitz to see, because it was like the true evolution.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, if I could, and then all of a sudden we had that period of time where like Binance went low and KuCoin went low, and then all of a sudden it was like it went down to like 2 million, 3 million. I was like, oh my God, we could possibly swing it now. It's real. And then all of a sudden it became like an obsession with Jose and I. And I remember Jose was like scratching us. We're 2 o'clock in the morning, still pounding on the computer. And then all of a sudden, Patrick just showed up out of nowhere, and it was just like,
with a halo around his head.
And we were validators the next day.
Wow, there you go. I think that's cool. That is such a cool story, man. I think so you wanna talk about when we started off and then we fell over?
Oh yeah, man. That was that was a lifetime experience. I was almost giving up, guys. I felt, is this actually what this heck of trouble? No way. I don't want to become a validator. No way. And because Patrick, you're in a different time zone, right? So we're always thinking, oh, how can we make that work? Would I be able to stay up all this night? And it was just crazy, but it's come with like some challenges, but how we went past it, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know how we would have survived it. It was really crazy.
So thank you again, Patrick. So okay then, Patrick, are you a superhero? Where'd you get all these powers? Are you a secret superhero? Just mingling amongst us mere mortals.
Perhaps.
Oh my God.
Go on, Patrick. The floor is yours. Talk to us.
I guess I can't reveal those secrets. No. I mean, being a validator is not the easiest. It's not like download this app and click run and it works. Unfortunately, there's a lot of the balance, and I guess we're going to split up kind of the educational pieces here coming up on the DAO to the intro and setting up a node as one portion of it, and then managing your keys and day-to-day things is a complete second portion of that, because you kind of have to have some Linux skills to get in there and change your things around, and that's just how it is at the moment. Who knows, maybe someday somebody, the dev DAO or something like that, will code a more friendly interface for doing stuff with the node, but until that time, I guess we just have to do it this way. So
absolutely. So again, I'm just gonna say you have been there for everyone. Again, it's not like we're just always just saying this, but it is a fact that without you, a few of us wouldn't be standing. So again, guys, round of applause for Sensei, Slug Patrick, and Slugom Crypto. Thank you very much for all your help.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Right. Okay. On that note, this is the part of the podcast where we do a quick fire round and say, final words from the guests. So we'll do a quick fire round. So, final words from the guest. We'll start over again from Latvia. Jedi K, final words from you, please.
Yeah, it's been great catching up with you guys. Almost 2 a.m. here, but it was worth it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to even being more involved with HarmonyOne moving forward.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Have a safe trip back to Germany. Excellent. Okay, we'll swing over to Seoul in Essex. Seoul, final words from you, please.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure again. Patrick, thanks for joining as usual. Robert, Jose, talking nuggets. I'm always loving it when you guys just put this together, and it's always good just to brainstorm and, have fun and discuss blockchain and all chains and see how things link together. So thanks very much again for joining, and thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Seoul. And Coinwatcher, Chiweze, final words from you from London, please.
It's been lovely, guys. It's been lovely, and I've enjoyed myself again. And then, good to have the new guys, Jose and I'm too bad with names.
Jose and Roberts,
yeah, and Roberts. Yeah. We should do this again.
Excellent. Thank you. And we'll swing over to Jose this time. Jose, you want to give us your final words, please?
And it's been really fun sitting here and talking to you guys. You know, I was always rooting for you guys, you know, and to see Token Nugget up and validate. Like I was really, really excited for you guys. So
Excellent.
like I don't know, you guys are right there with us, and it was nice, and it was an honor to be on the show, and you know, it's all about the community. So thank you for inviting us. We appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much indeed. And of course, Robert, final words from you, please.
Yeah, it was funny that Jose, he was like, oh, Token Nuggets, man. I don't know. I just got a special feeling about Token Nuggets. I think those are good guys. So he's like, he was always in your corner for sure, man. It was a cool time. We should definitely do more of it. We'll have a lot of fun. I can't wait till we can all get together in person one day.
Absolutely.
$1 to $2, and we're going to Hawaii, man.
For real, yo. Nice one. Thanks, Robert. Final words from you, Sensei Patrick.
This week, let's see what we got going on. Just the guide I have out there for anybody thinking about becoming a validator. It does take a little bit of Linux skill, but I cover all that at guides.slugomcrypto.com.
Yep.
You can check that out for yourself. And kind of the intro just covers what it might take to do it, and if you're interested, and if not, it'll help you stake with any of us. Come and check out our validators.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. And then I must say, thank you very much indeed to the RoJo crew, Jose and Robert. Thank you ever so much for joining us and for being so gracious enough to honor this invite. You know, this is good for us that we're hanging out with fellow Harmonauts from across the pond. So thank you ever so much. Thank you for joining. We should do this again, definitely. And on that note, we'd like to say peace and bye-bye.